So what a sight this is. Another edition of this crowd competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That's a throw. Picked out brilliantly. And the finish! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Iran have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. And a chance! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Iran are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Iran have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. He has found the way through. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, crossbar! And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Takes on his marker. Good running, strong and purpose. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Not the most accurate pass. Very nearly half an hour gone here. He's had a shot! Magnificent! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Tries a shot! Great football, shot and save.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Iran with the corner, they're first. And a header! Relentless, just relentless. They are purring, truly purring. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Wood did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's rather hopeful. And he's hit it long.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's having a hit! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Just a quick
Iran
announcement, it is
really
now
are
time
in
for our
control
special
here.
lottery.
They've done
Please
exactly
grab the
what they
tickets you were
set out
given
to
when you
do.
were walking through
There's
the
a
gates.
genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Iran look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. And so the action is resumed. He might be in here! Oh, great chance! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's gone to chip it! Oh, it's hit the frame of the goal again! So can they do it again? Got nowhere to hide after that one. Well, he has managed to get that all wrong. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Can he get away here? Tries from distance. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
He's in a great position here. Now that looks a decent ball. He's through here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a good foot in there. That's a nicely shaped ball. Big chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
As if 3 weren't enough. Goes for a shot! And it's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's claimed by the keeper. He's going for goal! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish right from the top draw! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's picked his way through. Decent chance! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Iran clearly now in lead preservation mode.
5 minutes added time.
That'll be a throw-in. Stood up well to him there. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He's gone for goal! Against the crossbar! And that is as much as we have time for. Iran can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Argentina.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
This guy Roberto Carlos really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Akanji can get it clear. Argentina have it back and can go again. Oh, that's a key interception. Peruzzi with the clearance. Knocks it into space. No, that was never going to make it. Hazard, can he get on the end of this? Good read, needed to be. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Substitutions taking place.
Akanji. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Modric. And he's quick to get rid. Shevchenko. Now he's running away. Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. He went for the curler. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. That has not gone well. Peruzzi clears. Well, they've got it again. Chetri receives it in a good position here. Chetri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Van Dijk. And here's Shevchenko. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Modric. That's a throw. Van Dijk. Camavinga. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played out towards the right wing. Now the cross. And he's straight offside. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. A good play on the left-hand side here. He has found the way through. Roberto Carlos delivers. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Akanji. Robertson. Caicedo. Looking for the run. Threads one in. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
That's good defensive concentration.
Shapes to shoot! The captain delivers!
Listen, you don't get lucky in doing what he just has. It comes from an inner desire and competitiveness to work on them.
And that is indeed the final act. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. Here's a shot! That was quite a hit. Van Dijk cuts it out. Sufal. Messi. It's Camavinga. Brahim Diaz. Chetri, always looking for that hot Chetri! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Argentina are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
He's found the way through! And Messi!
Messi made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications. Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Brahim Diaz! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Brahim Diaz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Drogba clears it away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's Modric! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 8, Caicedo.
So we have movement on both benches.
Is number 5, Federico Valverde. Substitution in progress.
And it's Diaz. Tries to pass it through. Ball's gone out of play. Messi. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Nicely weighted ball. Takes a shot! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Barcelona have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope...
Brahim Diaz! Big relief, it just needed better contact. And the number on the board is 3. He came in hard, very hard. That's Valverde. Big chance! And that is as much as we have time for. Barcelona can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
Special lottery.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
He's had it taken off him. Modric, and he's managed to get free. Great challenge, time to perfection. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Rice makes a dash for it. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he shoots! And he should have made them pay.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front. That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's having a hit! That was mighty close. Safal. And it's Messi. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Good ball, good take. Manchester United have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
There's the header! It's bounced back off the post. And smartly reclaimed. Played towards the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. A goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Alaba cuts out the pass. Caicedo. Stood up well to him there. Oh, just skips past his man. That's a good ball out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's an imaginative pass. That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please make sure to watch the screen for
Would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 25, Nakamura.
So off we go again.
Number 20, Luis
Barcelona
Diaz.
really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Robertson. Caicedo. Modric. Chetri. And the pass is intercepted. Silvestre. Now Mbappe. Camavinga. Caicedo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Modric. And it's Robertson. Now it's Modric. And here's Brahim Diaz. And that interception was most... Shot at goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Chetri is offering a right smile there.
He's in a great position here. Has a look up and drives it forward. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And he was quick to react. Caicedo. Modric venturing down the left. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Caicedo. He's looking wide. Modric! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that's another fine save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Looking for a runner.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Chetri. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that has been cleared. And he's there to retrieve it. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Into the last 5 minutes. He won't be happy with that one. But he's well... And the shot! Oh, he's done it! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Minutes is number 8, Dani Olmo.
Manchester United look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
And it's
There
Modric.
will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, it's come loose! That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
I think we can look forward to another striking masterclass from Van Basten here, Peter.
Well, many have cited him as the greatest striker of all time, but what in your eyes made him that, Jim?
Well, in a word, everything, Peter. He had it all. Pace, power, technique, vision, dribbling, strength in the air. He's a cut above the rest in all departments, and brilliant imagination.
Mendes gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard. That ball looks a good one. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Brahim Diaz. That's tidy. Brahim Diaz! That was superb goalkeeping.
Brahim Diaz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's Messi. Sufal. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Inzaghi with a beautifully timed run.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Rudiger, and he opts to go forward. Well, that is one way to stop him. Half an hour played now. Spread to the right. Messi. No, he's seen through all of that. Mendes getting forward. Great vision. And that could set him on his way. Van Dijk. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Caicedo. Chetri. And he's had it nicked away. Deftly away. And this is Van Basten. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That has not gone well. Ronaldo chasing after it. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's found space here. He has found the way through. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. The second half is up and running.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Modric, and it's Caicedo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read, nice interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pass somewhat off target. Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball has bounced loose now. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
That's a sharp pass. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And the shot's on here. Brahim Diaz! Pass is short and sharp. Played into space. Half an hour gone in the second half. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he can thump it away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That is a brilliant interception.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
Picked out, tries a shot! And he's quick to get rid. Brahim Diaz. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Brahim Diaz! And the ball's come loose here. And we're done. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result in my opinion.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Portugal.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Undav raring to go here. He has been on fire of late.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, Peter, that he's likely to be the standout threat. His form couldn't be any better right now, and he's thriving on the responsibility to lead that attacking line.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Pretty robust defending.
Now it's Drogba. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Played out towards the right wing. Spread to the right. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Produces a cross. Portugal are looking to go forward now. That is ended up in no man's land. Modric. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And it's Caicedo. Good ball, good take. He's having a hit! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Moved on forwards.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Drogba. Great ball, and he's in here. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Tries to pass it through. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Modric. Now it's Undav. Now this could be a chance. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that's been intercepted. Messi. Robertson. Pacho cuts it out. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Bruno Fernandes. Great vision. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And here is a player who is really happening. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Trossard, a header! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Camavinga. Kimmich. Caicedo. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
There will be 1
Modric.
minute added time.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Shot, surely! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Barcelona failed to capitalise in stoppage time, so we are as we were.
And a quick reminder
So, nothing
today
to report
please
so
take
far
all
on the goals
data
front.
bins located
After all
by
that
the entrance
probing
gate.
and testing
Thank
the
you
waters,
very much
here's
for your
hoping for
cooperation.
a more open second half.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Undaf. Coming on to replace him is number 13.
So right back into the action.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kimmich is always looking to break lines. Taken back almost at once. Alexander-Arnold looking to hit the byline here. That is good alertness. It's a good run he's making out on the left. He is through here. Aims beyond the defence. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That's a little off target. Trossard.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Donnarumma claims comfortably.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pass somewhat off target. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Well, that pass isn't the best. Chetri, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he cuts out the supply. Camavinga. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's a really well measured ball. And it's skewed away. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Camavinga. And the shot's on here. Shoots! Oh, it's come loose.
Substitution.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. That's tidy. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Substitution in progress.
Portugal making further changes here, and in quick succession. Darwin getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. So we finish as we started. Try as... Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Barcelona must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Can he finish?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking for the run, and it's been played through. He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from... Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Caicedo. Pressing high and with purpose. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And that was asking for too much. Pacho. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Yamal. There they go, hunting in packs. It's Çalhanoğlu! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Chetri! It's in! They have done it! They are level! You raise your game and we raise ours. He hit that like he meant it, absolutely speared it in.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now, can they get him away? Messi has it out wide and in space. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Batistuta. Spread it left. That's a shade optimistic. Oh no, what has happened here? Modric. Caicedo. Çalhanoğlu. Thiago, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those. Tries a shot! He's delivered all right! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And the whistle goes for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half, neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
He's a sharp little ball here, and he's quick to return it, and that's a good ball. Takes a shot! And he's there to retrieve it. Backward it goes. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? It's a good spell of possession, this. And that was nowhere near his best. Yamal, who does have an assist to his name. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. De Jong. Çalhanoğlu looking understandably energised after his goal. Modric. This looks promising. Chetri! Of course! And they are back where they started in this fight for promotion.
There's the superb character and personality we always talk about, Peter. And you can tell it's really unsettled their opponents. The question now is, can they take maximum advantage of what they've just done?
It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Chance! Goal! Barcelona! It is feisty, frenetic, frantic, and the fortunes have flipped. They want this. They really want it.
Well, I for one didn't see this coming, Peter, but it's made for a fantastic spectacle. The big question now, what do you do from a game management perspective? Stick or twist?
Substitution.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Just about within shooting range.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
It's a pretty loose pass. Barcelona, that's rather hopeful.
2 added minutes has been
That pass
indicated.
isn't the best. Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect.
So that's it. It is all over. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await.
I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are
You look back on the game then, Jim.
today.
Barcelona really deserve full marks to have come through such a difficult game in the manner they did. There's always a feeling that the fear of losing is what ultimately decides games like this, but not on this occasion. They played the game and the occasion beautifully.
Barcelona are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto...
And Shevchenko! And he's only too happy to take that back. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Modric. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Safe to say he's capable of better than that. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Diaz. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Rijkaard with a definite foul there. And he's going to have his name taken. Perilously close. Robertson gathers from the goal kick. Van Dijk. Brahim Diaz. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Neither side yet able to find the net. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's gone backwards.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Akanji. Caicedo. Oh, great chance! And he is that chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh no, what has happened here? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Looking to play him in. They're urging him to shoot. And Shevchenko! And that's a sharp finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really...
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. The second half is up and running. He is through here! And it's Diaz. Camavinga! They want to be quick to recover this. And one more try! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona leading now.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Chetri needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gerrard. Camavinga. Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
He's having a shot! Modric. And here's Shevchenko. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Messi gets into a good position. He's found the way through. And Messi! And that is well cleared.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get... Oh, he's been... And another try! And that's a tidy finish! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So again, we have parity.
Barcelona really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Great vision. And he's picked out the run.
There will be 3 minutes out of time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has ended up in no man's land. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And here's Mbappe. Shevchenko. There's the shot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! So smooth. A signature. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Manchester United.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot-stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more...
Can he finish? He's hit it first time.
Messi really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
And we have our very first corner. Yamal getting this one clear. And it's Caicedo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Yamal, and he's certainly on... He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
De Ligt. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Rijkaard. Neymar going forward. He's picked his way through, and he shoots! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Caicedo. Brahim Diaz. He has found a way through. Yeah, he's fouled him there. But he's left disappointed.
Well, that would have gone down as a bit of a waste. You're in a great position and you end up massively frustrated.
Alaba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Diaz. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Alaba. Great vision. That ball looks a good one. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Neymar. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, That's a little off target. And that is the end of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going three...
And he scores! Vinicius Junior. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Brahim Diaz. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. And this is Neymar.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
No foul, says the referee.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi receives it in a wide position. Brahim Diaz. And he's heaved it away. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Brahim Diaz. And he's there to belt it away. It'll be a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Caicedo. Alaba. And Rafinha. Strong running down that left flank. He's found the way through. Alaba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi. Alaba makes the interception. Costa Curta. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rijkaard. De Ligt. For Rice. De Ligt, always a very imposing presence at the back. Laporte. Now it's Neymar.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Alaba is there to clear. Can he get it through? Real chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Brahim Diaz. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. That has not gone well.
Substitution. Two added minutes has been indicated.
De Ligt. 2 minutes to be added on. And there goes the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Robertson making good progress. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Marquinhos. Brilliantly cut out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
True Bangkok United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Baresi. Zanetti. Diaz gets a good foot in there. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. In with the challenge. Zanetti has given away a free kick.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Modric. And he's only too happy to take that back. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. Now it's Rivaldo. Now it's Mbappe. He's onside. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. The major moment in the game. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Oh no, he misses from the spot.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
True Bangkok United with the corner, they're first. And they've got rid. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Brahim Diaz. Chetri tries to play it through, and he's well positioned. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
And the shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Good ball, good take. Modric. And it's Caicedo. Now, can they get him away? Chetri in acres of space out wide. Modric. And he was alert to it. Caceres. Park Ji-sung. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so the action is resumed. Brahim Diaz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Diaz. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Robertson. Alaba. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Diaz. Chetri has created one goal already. Donatoni. Looking for options for movement. Rivaldo. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. Now he's got space here. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Back to the keeper it goes. Van Dijk. Camavinga. Caicedo. Robertson. And it's Diaz. Modric, given the lift of his goal. Oh, nice touch. Oh, super ball. Donatoni. Chetri. Brahim. Shot a goal! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a little off target. That's a good ball out wide. Messi ventures forward. It's a promising position. Bullish header! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And again! And that's a real chance missed.
Modric fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, good determined run. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, it's a joy to have a chance to watch one of the finest to emerge from the African continent, Samuel Eto'o. He backs up his goals with a really strong work rate, and he's always effective, whether on or off the ball.
A fantastic talisman for his nation.
And more discipline than people credit him.
Brahim Diaz. Diaz. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Sufal. Now it's Brahim Diaz.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Diaz. Showing great feet there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution for Portugal, number 21, Scholes.
So the manager can make a
Coming on
change
the
for the
field
first time in the game here.
number
Yeah, they're looking
13,
for some imagination, and his
Guardiola.
job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
He won't be happy with that one. That's a smashing touch to get him away. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Tries a measured ball. Oh, that's well spotted. And here is a player who is really happening, and it's Modric. Chetri, brilliant save from Buffon! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper's dealt with that. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And now they can spring out of defence. Aims beyond the defence. And the through ball. He's on it. Can he finish? It's in!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Now it's Modric.
2
Guardiola.
added minutes has been indicated.
Played through into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
The referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution for Portugal.
Well, that is the first half done,
17,
and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Number 19.
So we're underway for the second half.
Coming on the field.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Decent chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Messi. Camavinga. Sofal. Now, can they get him away? Sofal receives it in a wide position. Tanucci. Messi! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
Messi. Chetri.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Roberto Carlos.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're...
Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And yes, it's him again. Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Takes on his marker. Can he get it through? He's in a great... Oh, he's all alone! Great chance! And that's a sharp finish! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
just 1 in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's been cut out, well played. This is a promising build-up.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Caicedo. And it's Modric. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
This is a lost children's announcement.
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches.
Petri! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now this could be a chance. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Bruno Guimaraes. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. It's a good run this, one that is high in energy. Can he get it through? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. And it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Modric. That's very neat. Well, The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Sifal. Brahim Diaz. And this is Modric. Now, who's going to be first to this? Modric showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Little pass back. This is a promising build-up. De Bruyne wins the duel this time. And no, he's seen through all of that. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting, looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. Van Dijk with the clearance. Chetri. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona leading by 1 at the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be...
He's having a hit! Chance for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Messi. And Jamal.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
There's a sharp little ball here. Camavinga. Messi. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Camavinga, and it's Diaz. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. This time, surely! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 8, Messi. Number 13, Jamal.
There they go, hunting again.
Number 26,
Brahim Diaz.
Grimaldes. Number 22,
Over to the right flank.
Number 6, Rashford.
He's gone for goal!
Coming on the field, number 9, Batistuta.
Gerrard.
Number 14, Mbappe.
That's good running with the ball. He might be in here! He'll try from distance! It's running. Oh, he's been caught on it here!
25, Trossard.
Fermin. Gerrard. Fermin. That's a good foot in there. Chetri. And Fermin. Gerrard. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played out wide. Mbappe! Now the delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Out towards the flank. Chetri. Driving forward. And he is deftly away. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's cut it out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has ended up in no man's land. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the referee brings it to a close. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Brahim Diaz claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
And now, please
Your final
turn
thoughts,
towards
Jim?
the screen
Barcelona
for a special
definitely impressing me here,
presentation featuring our
especially
guest
the way that
performers
attack
today.
clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great...